Hi, this is an ordinary voice of spiritual ventriloquism. You are listening to the dummy himself. Well, it's Brother Rich here. It seems like there's going to be no end to this acronym. This all started, way back in the Obama administration, the LGBT movement, and today it's not got any better. The latest is they've added other list of the acronyms is growing significantly. Now, latest is that there are male sex robots for women. I don't know what they're going to call that. It just seems like even man is going to push to defile even the realms of artificial intelligence and machines. I mean, even machines are becoming defiled these days. Well, anyway, I guess I need another sip of coffee. When they started this thing, I always wondered, where is the P in LGBT? I mean, patriarchal marriage is the oldest lifestyle on Earth, and yet there seems to not be any inclusion for patriarchal or polygynous people to be included in recent legal recognitions and whatnot of the Supreme Court SCOTUS. Well, anyway, at least, they got the acronym right. L is in the right place, because if you looked at a chronology of how these things developed, the L is obviously came about as a result of mismanaged polygyny. It has to be. And it probably wasn't too long after that the G came into the acronym, and I guess men found different means to the same end. So now you have the G, the LG, and then down the road, comes the B in the acronym, the bisexual. It's interesting that the bisexual, he's not really a committed G, and he's not a committed L. I guess they just flip over or roll over, and at best they're confused. They're confused G's or L's, and that's why they are a B. One of the most famous B's was Caesar Elagabalus, who had his private physician create a pouch or a shoulder bag, or I don't know, whatever, by his private physician, so he could take on the role as a female. And this could be the origin of what do you say, gender reassignment. Maybe it's going to be LGBTGR, but really they're confused. They're not committed L's, or not committed G's. Now, finally, you have the T, the transsexual, at least in the 4-letter definition of the acronym. The transsexual, you almost got to take your hat off to the transsexual, because finally somebody has the balls, or at least did at one time, to make a declaration as to what side of the gender street that they're going to walk on, and they're not confused. And they actually believe, to the point that they are going to begin taking physical action against their bodies to fulfill that belief. So they're past the level of confusion. I mean, I've even heard recently, now there's an H now, a hobosexual, and that's a person who gets involved in a relationship because he doesn't have any place to live. That will probably be pandemic in America, if not already, in the near future. So maybe we should start a new organization, like PETA. We'll just call it Peter, People for the Ethical Treatment of Robots, because robots have impulses too. And there has to be someone. We could make it an extension of MGTOW. They're already basically have written women off. Anyway, so we could probably just kind of make this an extension of MGTOW, and then we could go on from there, because obviously robots are going to need some type of protections under the law. So anyway, if anything I've said is upsetting to you, as always, I suggest that next time you bring a life jacket. Have a good night. Shalom.